like a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's okay. It's okay. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know.
Oh, yeah. You know what's good? What up, live stream world? What up, fandom? What's going on? Welcome to the MCU's Bleeding Edge live stream. It is Tuesday evening. It is 2022. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope all of you all have a wonderful, fucking awesome 2022. I really do. I genuinely do for all of y'all. I'm back once again. Jeff S., co-host of the MCU's Bleeding Edge. I've got my brother from the Geek Gauntlet Podcast, the host, William, in the house. What up, William?
How you doing, man?
Good to see you, bro.
Thank you for having me back on.
We had Jeff B there for a minute, but he fucking ghosted real quick. He was in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like a lot of these dudes I hear about from these chicks on these dating sites and shit and whatnot, bro. You know, like what up?
Back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Of course he will. Yeah, he will, man, because he loves Marvel, bro.
That's
He's
right.
down for it. He's
That's
down
right.
to get it.
That's right.
So, anyways, had an interesting conversation with William before the show. I'm not going to talk about it because it would definitely fucking cross the Disney Plus like rating system type shit completely. Like it would be beyond like there is no word for like the level of like the shit that we were talking about in the Disney Plus world, just to be clear, you know. But hey, those conversations got to happen sometimes, and as like professional gentlemen, me and William like to keep those motherfuckers on the DL. So you know, at least he does. You never know with my ass, you know. But anyways, so guess what? What a surprise! It's the MCU's Bleeding Edge, and what are we doing tonight? We're talking about friggin' the MCU, yo. Straight up, we're gonna get into some WandaVision talk for the first time in a minute. Shit's gonna be hot. We're gonna jump into some Falcon of the Winter Soldier shit. That's gonna be hot. We're gonna theorize and fucking talk a little bit about Captain America 4, and hopefully William will be here long enough to be able to get in on that and whatnot, do his deal with that, and then he's got to peace out. He's got another show. Eventually, my boy fucking Jeff B should come back through, and he'll be out here at least, so he'll roll with me all the way through. Or if it goes down to it, if it really gets, if I have to get after it, man, I'll go solo on that ass. You know what I'm saying? And that shit'll just be fucking off the chain. So you know, damn. I get really crazy then. But no, anyways, we got some good shit lined up. And we also have got to get William. Oh, got to get William before he dips out on Hawkeye, the finale.
Just back.
What's up?
There he is. There's
up?
Jeff. There he is.
What's up, man?
Let me get back to the intro. Let me get back. Jeff B's back. He's here. The comic book collector extraordinaire, my good brother. Becoming a MCU Bleeding Edge regular.
Fine.
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
What's up? What's up?
Not much, dude.
Everybody
Not much.
have a good holiday.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I did
Danny
too.
J.
yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
I
Hell
got
yeah,
a lot
dude.
of family time in.
Yeah, Santa hooked me up, dude. I got 2 different chicks to fucking get down on their knees for over 25 minutes with me in the last week. You know what I'm saying?
Sweet.
And as far as I'm concerned, bro, anytime you make that happen, that's positive. You feel me?
Yeah, I didn't get that. Sweet.
Well, hey, what do you want me to tell you, bro? I'm OG
No.
shit. I'm on that OG shit.
There you go.
I don't play, man. I ain't joking, man. You heard the intro song, bro. I'm a threat.
I heard.
Anyways, no, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just a laid back guy. I'm just chill. But anyways, yo, before we get into this MCU shit, I've got some crazy off the chain shit going on here that I don't even know what to say about it. So.
Weh, jangan ketawa.
Yo,
What the
those
hell?
fucking kids are playing with a fucking alligator, bro.
I seen that.
And their parents are like chilling. Bro,
Yeah, not me.
Dr. Phil would flip if he saw that shit.
Not I.
Dude, that is fucking crazy, bro. I'm telling you right now, listen, the MCU is awesome. What can I say? But at the same time, there's some other shit that just goes down sometimes. It's got to be talked about. And I think that I found that whole occurrence of the fact that those kids were just chilling with that alligator like that.
Oh yeah.
Very unique.
Oh yeah.
I've certainly never seen anything like that before in my life until that. You know?
Yeah, me. I no.
Yo, that gator must have been at least like 8 foot long. And they were just like, what's up? The one kid like had both hands on its mouth. Like straight up, clamping the mouth shut. I was just jerking it around and everything. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that. That is fucking awesome. That's all I have to say. But in terms of what else we have going on tonight, besides the other shit I already put out there, by the time William is out ski, it'll probably just be me and Jeff rolling fucking, as a duo, and we're gonna tackle some Avengers 5 rumors and news and whatnot and everything, some articles and whatnot, kind of get into some Avengers 5 talk. The new Avengers lineup, baby. So let's start shit off. I'll tell you what. You call it, William. You call it, man. You want to get into Wandavision first? Do you want to get into the Hawkeye finale first? Or do you want to get into Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Let's go ahead and get into something that's a little bit more current. Let's do the Hawkeye finale.
Okay, great. You know what? And I want to set that up too by just saying and pointing out that William recently had a enlightenment, I guess, or like a his mindset.
Oh my goodness.
His mindset was adjusted a little bit in terms of how he views Hawkeye, the series, due to Kat, who's part of the team over at Geek Gauntlet Podcast, and a good friend of mine, and a staff member at GNN. Basically, I'm not saying that William is like come to Jesus on Hawkeye or whatever, but you explain it, William. Where are you at now with Hawkeye?
At first, I didn't like it. Hawkeye is, to me, the most boring Avenger. There's just nothing really to him. And I know I got a lot of hate for saying that, and that's fine. Everybody got to be the bad guy at some point. But when me and Cap was talking on Geek Gauntlet a couple weeks ago before the Christmas break, he says, don't look at it from Hawkeye standpoint. Look at it from a Kate Bishop origin story. And when she told me that, and I actually went back and I looked at it as such, it made it more likable. It still, to me, isn't the best show, but you appreciate the moments more when you look at it from that standpoint. And yeah, man, it's not a bad show if you look at it from the viewpoint of it being Kate Bishop's story.
There you go. That's exactly that's it. So that's a nice adjustment. And I honestly thought it would be really cool to get William in on the finale specifically, just because I wanted to see what he's got to say about it now that he's kind of looked at things a little bit differently. Jeff, would you agree with me that I don't think anybody honestly expected Hawkeye to be like the best freaking Disney Plus show anyway?
No. I agree with you.
Nobody
Nobody thought
it was going to be like Loki.
No.
It had a lot working against it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I knew that it was going to be a good show, but I did exactly what the person told William about. I viewed it as this was a Kate Bishop story introducing her to the new, to all the viewers. I don't think they'll have anything else really major on Hawkeye. I'm sure, he'll make an appearance, in the MCU, but I think they're going to run with Kate.
I think the most interesting point of it too that you did see with Hawkeye, you saw him be a person, so to speak, when they talked about Natasha, and you saw somewhat of an understanding between him and her sister. I'm all down for human interaction and things of that nature. So just seeing those two things from him, was cool. But yeah, you got to look at it from a Kate Bishop story, because if you look at it from Clint's story, it falls flat.
Okay. And I mean, of course, we can delve into that. But I think that again, there's a lot of people out there that are Hawkeye fans. He's an original 6 Avenger. They're always going to like Hawkeye. Most people like Hawkeye. They do. At the end of the day, he's likable. So I mean, basically for me, I don't know, William. I'm sure to some extent, like we all have different levels of nostalgia when it comes to the MCU and whatnot, and what the Avengers mean to us and stuff like that as fans and everything and this and that. We all have different like levels of that kind of thing going on,
Right.
And that's fair. And I think that, you're definitely not like withdrawn from that kind of deal. Like you feel it too, just like everybody else. But I think at the same time that like there is that reality where there is that nostalgic aspect of the fact that it is Hawkeye from the original 6 Avengers. And hey, like, look, we don't have many of them left.
Right.
You know what I'm saying to the MCU, right? So I mean, at that point, I feel like, hey, like, we all kind of agreed, right? At the end of the day, I think that Black Widow was due a solo film. She was due to get paid, right?
It's a little too late.
Yes. Definitely.
Right. So at that point, right, is it not like logical to say that Hawkeye should have got some kind of send off too?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's logical.
And that's what I think this was a good send off for Hawkeye. And it was a great introduction to new blood.
Yep. Because Kate's gonna be in the Young Avengers anyway, so I was just go ahead and bring her on out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I'm not seeing many reasons. I can't think of many reasons why they shouldn't come back and do Hawkeye season 2. I don't see it. I don't see a bunch of different stuff like that says they shouldn't do it because of this, and that.
No, I think I say they probably will do a second season.
I mean, you guys tell me, William, do you not think to some extent that there is a value to having second seasons, having third seasons of some of these Disney Plus shows, at least some of them?
It
overall?
could be, particularly when it's a show that's powerful, like WandaVision was powerful. WandaVision was powerful. It established her character. You saw Vision, you saw the children. It established a whole lot. So when you look at something like what that show entail, yes, it would be fantastic to get a season 2 because of what season 2 could possibly mean. Hawkeye, I don't know, unless you're gonna let that be particularly just Kate Bishop figuring things out as Hawkeye, as a new hero. I don't know if that would benefit for a season 2. But WandaVision, yes. A Falcon and Winter Soldier, yes. Those Loki, yes. Those powerful series that mean a lot to the timeline, that mean a lot to the MCU. I don't know if Hawkeye would qualify for that. And I hate to say it, because like you said, he's got plenty of fans, but unless you're going to establish Kate as a young Avenger and use that story as her figuring out everything, I don't know if it's a benefit to Hawkeye season 2.
Jeff, what do you think? What do you think? What are the pros for doing a season 2?
Introducing the young Avengers.
Gotta be.
You know,
Gotta
we
be.
still have Armor Wars coming out, and I think Riri's going to play a major role in that. You know, there's a lot of young Avengers coming out in Disney Plus, but a season 2 definitely benefits because it's just going to give more exposure to the young Avengers, and that's where they're going. You know.
Okay. Well, you know what?
And do I think that Jeremy Renner, that Hawkeye will still be part of it? I do. I think he'll be part of the Kate Bishop story, but I think it'll be a Kate Bishop story.
If you want to, if you really want to utilize him again as Hawkeye, you got two choices. I can't remember one team, but the other team would be the West Coast Avengers.
Right.
If you want to do a West Coast Avengers story, that's perfect. Perfect.
No, I think that's where they're going.
Yeah, because if you want to keep Jeremy Renner in the fold, yes, that'd be a great way to keep him in the fold and keep him truly involved, not just as a sidekick or as a mentor, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Keep him as an actual character in leadership. That's what you have to do.
Because you look, they introduced a lot of storylines in 6 episodes. I mean, you've got Laura, his wife's story. Where did she come from? What's that all about? Is it Mockingbird? Is it not Mockingbird? We still don't know for sure anything about the watch.
Nope.
You know.
Nope.
And then you still have the swordsman.
Yeah.
You know, and of course you got Kate. So there's a lot just out of that first season that opens up the door for a lot of stuff. So yeah, we'll definitely see it again. I don't know how soon, but we'll see something.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, up until you guys mentioned it, it had never occurred to me that they could actually use Hawkeye season 2 as a vehicle to facilitate putting together the Young Avengers. That's actually very interesting. It is. It's very interesting.
You can do it with a series of crossovers if you want to bring.
Yeah, I mean, because honestly, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever really had like a real discussion with anybody about how they are actually going to do the Young Avengers and start it. You know what I mean? Like put it together. You know. Well, we all know who's going to be in it. We all have a good idea of like who the characters are probably going to be in it, but how are they going to make it? You know.
I think a primary person that's going to be in it that hasn't been mentioned a lot is I think Monica Rambeau is going to play a major role in the Young Avengers.
Jeff, I don't know, man.
I think she's going to be like a mentor.
She's an OG Avenger from the comics. Right. Like she's an Avenger. Right.
Yeah, but her role in the MCU right now isn't as the old Avenger. So she's fresh. It's a new face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think they'll use her teaming up with some of these girls to get it going. And you still got Casey Lang. You know, you got Scott Lang's daughter. She's part of the Young Avengers as well.
That's true.
Yeah. She is shit. Damn, what is her freaking superhero name?
Isn't it Stature?
Stature, yes.
Yep.
Stature. Stature. See, I don't know though, Jeff. Honestly, man, look, it's a cool idea. I like it, but I just don't know with Monica Rambeau. Look, I feel like they're portraying her in the MCU as being like close to like late 20s, early 30s. I think is where they're trying to be
part of the Marvels. So
yeah.
Gonna be in that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just put it out there right now. If I had to bet money on it, if I had to bet $20 on it, I think Monica Rambeau ends up on Avengers, if the Avengers 5 team.
Well, hell, didn't she lead in the comics, Jeff? Didn't she lead the team?
Yeah, she led the Avengers, at one point. And you know what? She might not be a core member of that Avengers 5 team. She might be like an auxiliary member.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Spider-Man was, Doctor Strange, you know, like that.
Yep.
She could very well be like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not be in like the top 7, you know, or whatever, or the top 8 people who are going to make up the Avengers.
Right.
But I think she'll be a part of it, basically, you know. And hey, wouldn't it be freaking cool? Just off cuff, real off topic, quick. Wouldn't it be freaking cool if War Machine ends up still around by then? At that point, and he's on that team.
Bruh. That would be cool.
It could very well could happen with
Could very
armor.
well happen, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, it's like War Machine more than Iron Man. I don't get why.
Dude, who would you want? Like, if you had to choose, who would you rather have? War Machine to last all the way through to Avengers 5 or Ironheart?
Ooh.
well, Ironheart's definitely going to be around.
Yeah, she's
For
gonna
a
be
while.
around. Plus, she's got the better armor, but
She's got the brains to back that up.
she does too. I just like War Machine though. Don't do that to me, Jeff. I just like War Machine.
Well, plus, I mean, Rhodey
this
doesn't have
is all I got to say about Ironheart right here.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
I just
There
like
you
War
go.
Machine though, man. War
Well,
Machine
Rhodey
is
just
cool.
don't have the genius that
He
that,
don't. He
that
don't.
Riri has, and
He
that's
don't.
what's going to hold him back. Is any modifications to that armor?
It's gonna
He's
have to
going
go
to
to
have to
her.
reach out to somebody else.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna put it
Yeah.
out there right now for you, fandom. Listen, I'm marking my words down right now. Okay, I'm gonna go like major league on my meme game by the time Ironheart series comes out, dude. And I'm gonna come up with some fucking sick ass, crazy ass, hilarious Ironheart memes that are gonna be freaking like crazy, dude.
I just don't
Like,
get why. I just
I'm
don't get why
telling you.
Riri. I just don't get why
I'm
Riri.
gonna get Riri, man.
I just don't get why Riri gets all this hate though.
Not
I've
only
got to do it. It's got to
I
be
don't
done.
get it.
It's got to
the
happen.
story, her story's awesome, and I love
Yeah.
the design of that armor that she wears. Is incredible, dude.
Yep.
I mean,
Shout out
and
to War Machine though.
I think she's going to gain a lot of new fans when they do bring her into the
I
fold.
think she will too. Once people see her on
Yeah.
live action, I think they will too. Shout out to
Okay.
War Machine. Shout out to War Machine though. He ain't got the smarts, but he got the military background. So shout
Right.
out to
You know,
War
if they
Machine.
did if they did the West Coast Avengers, they would have to have War Machine on there with Hawkeye. He would
Yep.
have to be on the
Yep,
West
got
Coast
to.
Avengers.
Got to. War Machine is so cool.
You know, because then you could have two Iron Men on the two different teams. You could have Ironheart on the other Avengers, or no, Ironheart would be on the Young Avengers. What am I talking about? But hey, you know what? That's actually kind of a screwed up situation because there's still a lot of people. There's a lot of like media. There's a lot of YouTubers and whatnot that are saying and speculating that the kid from Iron Man 3 is going to end up being an Iron Man character.
That might be possible too.
Yeah, I haven't heard. I mean, I've heard that rumor, but now I don't know if it's real or not. I
Yeah.
haven't heard anything else about it. It's been a while since I've heard anything else about him. The
Yeah.
last time we saw him was at the funeral. You know,
Mhm. Last time you saw her,
Yeah.
the daughter. Yeah, last time you saw the daughter after the funeral. Yeah.
So, anyways, Hawkeye finale. William,
Hmm?
highlights. What were your highlights of the finale?
I do like the way they fought together at the end, and you saw all the different trick arrows that they used to get through that fight. That was cool. I gotta give props on that. And then when he got stuck in the tree, and she had to save him from getting stuck in the tree, that was funny too, because he was like, "No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it." Then she did it, bruh. That was just funny as all get out. I like the way it was going until you saw Kingpin. And when you saw Kingpin, it gave the guys that Kingpin was dead. But we all know, if you fans of the comics, he's not dead. You already know. Jeff, am I wrong?
No.
no,
He's not dead. He's not dead. So
no, he's not dead.
yeah, don't worry about that. If you go back in the comics, he got shot in the face, but yes, and still, and yeah, he was blind for a little bit, but he survived. So that was kind of like a little thing I didn't like, but that episode as a whole, it was a good episode. I liked it. It was something that I could deal with. And toward the end, when you saw her get the watch back, that was the best part of it.
Jeff, highlights.
Oh man, my favorite highlight of that whole show was Kate Bishop going hand to hand combat with the Mac Daddy Kingpin,
And surviving.
hand to hand with him, dude, and she gave him a damn fight. I mean, she was right there with him in that building, and she took some damn licks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So she proved how tough she was right there. But that was probably my favorite scene when her mom hit him with the car, and she goes in the building, and they throw down. Yeah, that was it, dude. I mean, that was like epic fight scene. That was the best fight scene, period. And I liked seeing Yelena finally make a little amends with Clint over Natasha, and her finally getting the truth about that. That was pretty cool. And I love the swordsman, man, stepping out, showing some skills with the sword. You know, I mean, he stepped in there and helped out during the Christmas party too.
Yep.
Completely flipped around what we all thought. I thought he was a villain.
Yeah, you thought he was gonna be the bad guy.
Huh?
You thought he was gonna be the bad guy.
Right. I figured he was one of the bad guys, and he turned just completely flipped it on me. So I loved it, dude. There's so many highlights of that finale. It was great. I mean, it really was. They packed a lot of stuff into 40 minutes.
I'm glad you enjoyed it that much, man. Obviously, you really thought that it was really that good.
Good episode.
Yeah, I loved that. That whole series, I completely loved, man.
Well, hey, you know what? I mean, hey, just to reiterate something that we always talk about on here, it's the fact that, like, you know, it's the coolest freaking shit out there that we can all have our own opinions about this stuff at the end of the day, and we can debate and we can go back and forth and agree and disagree and whatnot. But I think we all respect, you know, like, you know, simple things like the fact that, you know, Jeff dug fucking the Hawkeye series. You know, that's cool. I'm straight with that. You know what I mean? What do you want me to say? Like, dude, I love the freaking Black Widow movie. I think it's fucking great. You know, but a lot of people out there don't agree with me. They don't.
No, it was a great movie too. But you know, I do have ulterior motives. I mean, I do love Scarlett Johansson. But regardless of that, it was still a great movie.
Yeah, it was. But that's another conversation for another day.
Oh yeah.
As far as the Hawkeye finale goes, I feel like the Hawkeye series for me was sort of maybe like the first Disney Plus series other than What If, which I don't count because it's animated anyway. As far as live action goes, I feel like the Hawkeye series was the first Disney Plus series that did not have a Monica Rambeau or a John Walker, like an MVP, side or secondary character that stood out. You know what I mean? And kind of like carried the thunder in the series. You know, Loki had Sylvie. You know what I'm saying? Totally the Monica Rambeau of Loki, without question.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, and I feel like with the Hawkeye series, I just don't feel like anybody had that effect. What do you think, Jeff?
No, I think it was equal between Kate and Clint. It was equal. It was equal. I mean, they both were on the same page throughout the whole thing. I loved it, dude. I really did. I thought they introduced so many characters, and I can't remember the guy's name he was part of the LARPers group, the one that originally had the Ronin uniform that he had to fight with the stick swords in the beginning to get the uniform.
I knew you talking about.
But that guy in the comics, somehow in the Hawkeye series, he's a part of the history of Hawkeye. I don't know if it's a good guy history or a bad guy history, but he's a part of that. They put a lot of good stuff in this show, and they introduced a lot of new people.
Plus, they also brought up a lot of arrows you didn't think they were bringing to it, like the Pym arrow. Shout out to the Pym
they
arrow.
let us know that Pym technology is still around.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, Stark Industries is still rocking and rolling, which means that Pepper's, you know, taking control of that.
And you know what that's going. You know what that's going to end up leading to.
Right.
So
you're right. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. What do you think, William? Was there anybody that kind of like you think that maybe that had that type of impact as like that Monica Rambeau type effect?
No, I don't think there was anyone in here that did it. I think everybody carried their own weight per se. As far as the cast goes, I don't think there was one person who was above and beyond the MVP. I think everybody carried their own weight amongst the cast. But yeah, it was like I say, I can't talk more about it. I just think it was a good series when you look at it from Kate. But But there was nobody that was like an AVP in there. I think everybody carried their part equal in that series.
Okay, I think that's fair. Yeah, and I think that I don't want to like take anything away from how good I think Yelena Belova was in the series, because I do think she was good. She was better than Echo. That's for sure.
Yeah.
She was much more effective than Echo. Echo was kind of just like, I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, I mean, they just kind of threw her in the fucking mix and just like whatever her,
Right.
I mean, that's just kind of how it went.
It's like she didn't have any. It's like she didn't have any general direction.
No, except for like scowling at people.
Mm-hmm. Other than that was about it. Hopefully we get better when their series comes out.
Yeah, I was fixing to say it. They're definitely going to have to open the door up for the series to take off.
Oh yeah.
Maybe this was just a way of giving us kind of a bite, a taste of what what I mean. I don't know. She started out strong and then just kind of fizzled.
It kind of fizzled out toward the end. Well, you saw her get more and more emotional, and what I mean emotional, she had that fury, that revenge factor at the very first part of the series, and then you just saw that sort of kind of weighing down as the series went on.
Yeah, it was like once she talked to Clint.
Yep.
That was it.
She started doubting herself. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like I always say, I mean, if she just would have pulled out one of her titties at some point, it could have been a game changer for like her character arc. I mean, seriously, could have been a game changer. I mean, hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And
yeah,
when your arc is as fucking shitty as Echo's was in the Hawkeye series, you got to be willing to get down and dirty, bruh.
Yeah.
So no, I'm just playing.
I just think she can't. I think the character comes into the series at a disadvantage too, because again, she's new, so no one knows her. No one knows her backstory unless you're like Jeff, who reads the comics. And that was kind of like a detriment to her. But now she's introduced, and hopefully they can kind of like open the door, like Jeff was saying earlier, for her in her series to show more what her character can do.
Well, I don't know. What do you think, Jeff? I mean, and we're gonna wrap this up on the Hawkeye finale. But what do you think, Jeff? Do you think that like how things played out with Echo overall in the series, and how her arc kind of just like fizzled and shit a little bit there in the finale and whatnot? Do you think that maybe puts us in a situation or like in a spot where maybe there might be some like some pessimism about the Echo series?
Well, I think that was done deliberately. I think they're doing that to set everybody up so they'll want to watch that series when it comes out. I think they just kind of teased us with a little bit. They didn't give us her whole backstory. I mean, she's a strong character. I mean, in the comics right now, she's Phoenix.
Yeah.
So she's a strong character. The way they left us hanging at the end, we know that the gunshot definitely was not Echo getting shot because she's got a series coming out.
Yep.
So then that means the gunshot went to Kingpin.
Yep.
So that's going to lead into this series that's going to come up with her. So yeah, we're going to see a different side of her. But no, it didn't change the way I feel about her. I did like we were saying. I noticed after she talked to Hawkeye, when he was in the Ronin uniform,
what a costume.
When they talked after that, she kind of fizzled out. She lost her.
Because she started because you can sort of kind of see her doubting herself.
Yeah,
maybe she got her period.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah, yep. It could have been menstrual cramps.
But I think when she talked to Kazi, and he basically admitted to her, that he knew about her dad, and kind of admitted that Clint was right in what he told her, she changed.
Yep.
You know, and she lost a lot of confidence in herself because she lost her right hand man. She trusted Kazi.
But she's still like loyal to the Kingpin. Like they're gonna go into the series with her still in
Yeah, I
some
think they're going to
way.
go into it where she's wanting to get away from the Kingpin, and nobody gets away from the Kingpin.
Once you sign up with Kingpin, that's it.
Right. So
Dude,
I
I'll
think
tell you right now, Marvel may not want to like fucking put Daredevil Charlie Cox in that series because honestly, he could come in that series and literally take it over and like just blow Echo away, and Echo will just end up being whatever.
I didn't think about that. They could introduce Charlie Cox could make a move in that Echo series.
He could.
Jeff, if there was any fucking series out there other than She-Hulk, and because we already know he's going to be in it or whatever as Matt Murdock or whatever, but other than that, if there was any freaking series out there that they would have him in, don't you think it would be Echo?
Yeah, it would have to be. I mean, I think that would be awesome.
Shout out to Jennifer Walters. I can't wait to see She-Hulk.
Yeah, me too.
She's been done so wrong.
Me too.
They could put Echo in place of Elektra.
They could.
In the Daredevil scheme,
Well, that's
that's
what Echo is. She's just another Elektra. She's another Typhoid Mary. She's another chick that Matt Murdock is like giving it to in in his real life or whatever. And then he's also like banging with her and fucking with her like as Daredevil and shit. I mean, I don't know. Look, all I can say about Echo is this. They better come up with some kind of like explanation or something or whatever when the Echo series comes out for why she was so low level with her hand-to-hand combat skills and shit like that, because she's supposed to be from the comics to have like the Taskmaster powers.
Well, that's the second person in the MCU to have their hand-to-hand combat skills leveled down somewhat. It's the same thing for Sam Wilson.
Yo, listen, Sam Wilson, his hand-to-hand in Falcon and the Winter Soldier was sicker and like better than Echo's in Hawkeye.
Yeah,
I think
I'll give you that. Even though he just looked to be more of a defensive fighter, I guess. I don't know.
I just feel like the way Echo's built physically and looks, her stature and shit, you'd think that like she'd be capable to where like if she punched Kate Bishop once in the head, Kate Bishop would be done.
But see, you can't say that because she was surviving punches from Kingpin.
Yeah,
well,
that was wrong.
Unless you want to give away the plot armor for that.
Well, it's all good either way. Bottom line, end of the day, we got Kingpin.
Yep.
Hallelujah, baby. We got the Kingpin in the MCU and Daredevil, bruh.
Yeah, Daredevil is going to be next.
Check it.
Yep.
So, anyways, moving on. Actually, you know what? I want to switch things up. I want to take advantage of my time with William as much as I can in terms of like how much fun I can have. So I'm going to jump into Avengers 5 and delve into that because I think it's interesting. From Inverse. Now, this article is a little bit old, I think. This is not new. This is actually from 9/21/21. Okay, so it's 3 months old. Armor Wars leak reveals a surprising new Avengers team up. If the rumors are true, then Armor Wars may be the start of something new in the MCU. So, let's see what we got here. In 2021, the West Coast Avengers storyline could offer up a fresh batch of films from the MCU, if you believe the latest rumors. But based on their comic book history, this probably won't be the Avengers 5 team up you might expect. Instead, the advent of a spin-off superhero team could give the MCU a chance to replicate one of the smartest moves the comics ever pulled off. Armor Wars leaks. On September 20th, the anonymous but popular Marvel leaker, main middleman on Twitter, hinted at a twist in the mysterious upcoming Disney Plus series Armor Wars, which still has no firm release date. In a series of tweets, main middleman says the series will focus on Don Cheadle's character, Rhodey, and the Starks family in the aftermath of Tony Stark's death in Avengers Endgame. The leaker also says Armor Wars will set up the formation of the West Coast Avengers. with Vision supposedly playing a leading role. There will be an initial formation of the West Coast Avengers, writes main middleman. They continued, Vision and other familiar faces are expected to make an appearance. From everything I have heard, it will be very intense and immersive series along the lines of the MCU and will feature Zeke Stain. Main middleman, whose Twitter account was registered in September 2020, is a known figure among Marvel fans for their often spot-on leaks. In the past, the unknown leaker has revealed accurate plot details for MCU shows like WandaVision, for example, a tweet from December 2020 about Evan Peters' role in the series, and the release date for the Hawkeye trailer. A comprehensive record of main middleman's accurate leaks can be found on Reddit. This may yet be one to add to the list. So, basically, the gist of it is they get into who are the West Coast Avengers from the comic books and everything and whatnot. We don't need to get into all that. Okay, so that's an interesting deal. That's an interesting premise, William. What do you think? I mean, that's new, man. Again, new information for me. I never thought about the fact that Armor Wars could actually be like a connective link to Avengers 5 or like the West Coast Avengers.
I think you might see more of Avengers 5 with that than the West Coast Avengers. I really do. But yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And again, I'm a big Rhodey guy, big Rhodey fan. And I can definitely see that happen with Armor Wars. Like I said, I see it more going to Avengers 5 than I do Young Avengers. I really do. Young Avengers, it might be a reach, but Avengers 5, yeah, it could definitely lead to that.
What do you think, Jeff? What are your thoughts on that article and the whole premise of that?
Yeah, Armor Wars could go in that direction. I mean, I kind of, it's got me curious with using Vision in there. I don't know how they're going to bring Vision back between.
I know.
You know how that would work, but
that dude died twice.
It'd be interesting to see.
Died twice.
Yeah, but
3
I
times.
don't know how they'd make that work. I mean, it would be cool to see, but yeah, West Coast Avengers is probably the obvious choice of which way it's going. You know, we're going to see Young Avengers and West Coast Avengers.
I want to see White Vision come back and like they have a story where like White Vision comes back and like his biggest goal in life is to like get a prosthetic penis because he feels incomplete.
No,
you know,
no. I tell you the thing that I want to see. I want to see how you pull off U.S. Agent. That's what I want to see because U.S. Agent, doggone it, was in this team. He was drafted to the team by the government. How you gonna pull that off?
Yo, how the hell are you even gonna fit in a West Coast Avengers when you're gonna do the Thunderbolts or the Dark Avengers, the Young Avengers, the Midnight Suns,
No Val's playing a major key role somewhere.
The Fantastic Four, the X-Men. Come on,
I love
man.
to see the Thunderbolts. I love to see the Thunderbolts.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, anybody out there, straight up, anybody out there that is out there talking hella shit about Marvel Studios like they're done or whatever, they're toast and everything, it's all over or whatever. I'm telling you right now, I am not being biased here. I am not being a loyalist. I'm not like, you know, I'm not like all in or some shit. Like, you know, with Marvel Studios, like down for the count with them and shit. I'm telling you right now, like, dude, Kevin Feige is talented as fuck. And bro, he's not done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they didn't give us everything that they could fucking do.
No.
When they did Endgame and Infinity War and Captain America Civil War and everything. That wasn't all they have to give.
No.
You know what I mean? That's it.
No,
it's
not
done.
by far.
No, it's stupid. It makes no sense. It really doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
And these people, and look at they're in the phase 5. They ain't going nowhere, no doubt. Man, get out of here. Get out of here. They're not going anywhere anytime soon.
I mean,
it's probably got volumes of stories.
Oh,
yeah.
Listen, I'm sure you guys have heard the articles or the rumors already before in the last couple of weeks where they've said that like Marvel Studios has confirmed they have like 24 different unnamed productions that are in some form of pre-production or something like
I
that
know
right
what
now.
I know what all that is. All those X-Men stories they never told, all the Fantastic Four stories they never told.
Yep.
Probably another Defenders.
Yo, when are they gonna drop
Disney
the
Plus?
when are they gonna drop the new X-Men animated series back that they're bringing back? Did they say?
I haven't seen a date for that
I
yet.
haven't heard anything about when that's coming out.
I haven't seen a date for that yet.
Dude, that could be a game changer.
It could X-Men 97. It could be.
You know?
It could be.
I mean, you want to talk about like tapping into that, like, you know, teenage, like, you know, kid type level, you know, get their attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That demographic.
Yeah.
You come at them with some X-Men animated, yo. Like, dude. I mean, come on now.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day when that shit was out, it was straight fucking like destroying people and whatnot, man. It was killer.
And it came right after Spider-Man too. Woo-wee. All right, fellas.
yeah.
I am out of here. Jeff, thank you for having me.
Real young. My brother.
I appreciate you guys. If you need me again, let me know, bro.
It's good seeing you, William. Take care.
Good seeing you guys. I'll take care.
You know I'll need you, bro. You know I'm gonna need you.
I got your back, man.
Come on now. When you had a friend like William, you gotta need that motherfucker. Come on, William.
I got your back,
take it easy,
dude.
bro.
You too, man. Have a good night, guys.
Man.
All right.
See you, man.
See you later.
Hell yeah. William is good people.
Yeah, I like William. He's all right.
I like that cat. He's a good dude. I'll tell you right now. At the end of the day, William is one of those dudes that, like, if some shit went down or whatever with some crap or whatever, and you had to go like 2-on-3 or 2-on-4 or 2-on-5 on some shit with some dudes, like, I wouldn't mind having William on my back on that.
Where does he live?
Huh?
What state is William in?
You know what, Jeff? That's funny that you asked me that. I can't remember.
Yeah, I know he's probably said, but I can't remember either.
I can't remember, dude. He's told me, but I can't remember. It slips my mind. So basically, as far as the whole Armor Wars article with that deal with the leaker from Twitter and whatnot and everything, I mean, it's an interesting like premise. It's kind of cool, you know, like it is. I really hope that they bring Justin Hammer back, you know, for Armor Wars.
Yeah, I think they will.
You know, that's what I'm hoping. I mean, you know, like I feel like it's one of those things, Jeff, where Kevin Feige is aware that like the fandom wants Justin Hammer to come back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he's got that plan somehow. I'm sure that we'll see Justin Hammer in there. And it'll be Sam Rockwell, you know, doing it again.
Oh yeah, it's got to be Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, he's funny as shit.
Hell yeah, dude, he was one of the best parts of Iron Man 3.
Yeah, well, Iron Man 2.
2, I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah, but yeah, he was awesome, man. I love how he got him his bird.
Yep. Yeah, man. He was good. He was really good in that. He was.
He plays those roles well like that.
He's good in everything.
To be an egotistical, you know, smart guy, he plays that good role. He plays it to a T.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you. When it boils down to it, I feel like Armor Wars is a series where they've really not given us much information to work with at all in terms of anything, really, you know? Like, we don't know shit.
Yeah, other than the name, we haven't seen anything.
Yeah, we don't know anything. The other day, I had a friend and a fellow content creator say to me, now, this wasn't rumored to him or anything like that. This was just his thoughts. He said that he thought that Sharon Carter will be in Armor Wars. What do you think about that, Jeff? Do you think that makes sense?
She probably would be. But you know what I think? Sharon Carter, I think she's a Skrull.
You really think so?
I think she's a Skrull.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not the only one. Gunner thinks the same thing.
Yeah. And I say that because of how they finished the end of Falcon Winter Soldier when she was walking out of the court and she's on the phone. And I think she was talking to some of the Skrull people in the higher ups within the government.
Okay.
And I think that's who she was talking to, where, when she said, now we've got the opportunity for more stuff or whatever. I think that's
So what are you trying to say? You think that's some kind of like Secret Wars connection or some shit?
Going into Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion, I mean? I'm sorry.
Yeah, tying into Secret Invasion. Because they've got to come up with all that, dude. Secret Invasion is a huge story. So they've got to somehow show us that the Skrulls have been here for a while.
I just don't feel like I really have a firm grasp of how they're going to do Secret Wars, like how it's going to play out overall, like the whole story, how they're going to make that work. I mean, we'll see, obviously. But
I've had so many people tell me that they've seen all these little Easter eggs of Civil War and all these different shows, but I haven't noticed all that. I mean, I haven't noticed all the Easter eggs that they're talking about, and I need to have them show me exactly which ones they're talking about, because I don't see any kind of anything that reminds me of Secret Wars going on, especially not in WandaVision.
Well, I also heard earlier that there's been heavy rumors today and yesterday that the Moon Knight trailer is going to be coming out soon.
The what trailer again? I'm sorry.
The Moon Knight trailer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder when they're going to finally bring that out.
I mean, I guess it's rumored that it's coming out soon. Like it's going to be out in the next couple of days or something like that,
I thought that show was going to be the next one to come out on Disney Plus.
Oh, really? Is that you thought that was going to be the next one?
That's what I thought. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard anything else about that, but that's what I figured was going to be the next one to follow after Hawkeye.
I thought it was supposed to be Miss Marvel the whole time. Then She-Hulk.
Yeah, it could be.
That's what I thought.
I know that it seems like I had heard something about one of the shows coming out in late February, middle February.
Yeah, I mean,
but I can't remember which one it was.
It's interesting. I mean, honestly, I feel like, honestly, Jeff, down the road, I think that there's probably going to end up being more information that will come out in terms of like why Miss Marvel got pushed back the way it did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in terms of like when they did the Disney Plus Day event and everything and whatnot. I firmly believe that it was heavily like rumored, if not like almost like basically like understood that Miss Marvel was the next series that was coming out after Hawkeye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like the one after, or was going to come after She-Hulk or something like that. Now they're saying it's not going to be coming out until like mid to like late 2022. So, you know, a lot of things can happen.
They're going to do some animated stuff. They're going to go ahead and do the X-Men and then What If Season 2.
Yep, they're going to do What If Season 2. That's definitely true. So, as far as Avengers 5 goes, well, excuse me. Jumping over from Avengers 5, Captain America 4. Fucking A, man. You want to talk about something that I am freaking excited for and like pumped, like for real, like in real life. Like I'm talking about like, you know.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what villain they pick for that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's it's definitely a movie that's got a lot of promise. It could really be something, I think. And you know, I mean, it could almost be as good as Chris, the host of MCU Mondays, is at content creation. It could be at that level. Possibly. You know?
Oh yeah.
You know, like the A++ type shit. Yeah, there we go.
The aftermath of car break-ins all too often. Windows smashed, glass shattered. But now some people are getting so fed up, they're leaving their trunks open, hoping that'll at least spare them the hefty bill to get it fixed.
Call it the price of parking in the Bay Area, bracing for a break-in.
Everything is broken.
People here at least try to be persuasive, writing, please use the door, or just flat out beg, please don't break the glass, nothing inside. Yet it still happens, sadly, even while you're driving, just waiting for the light to turn green. This smash and grab happened 2 weeks ago in Japantown. But now it's come to this. Trunks left open in broad daylight in Oakland. A witness writing, imagine having to clean out your car and leaving it open, just so people won't break your windows.
It doesn't really surprise me.
Nah, she's not surprised. Where was Captain Marvel during all that shit? Come on, Carol. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Come on, dude. Jesus Christ. You're like the most powerful fucking like superhero ever in like the history of like superheroes or whatever. And like you're just letting the people in San Francisco like letting them chill. Like just opening up their damn cars and shit and whatnot, like straight up, so their windows don't get smashed. Come on now, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, the villain of Captain America 4 might be those fucking like car robbers from San Fran that are straight up jacking those cars, bro.
Yeah, I know there a trade that I read a while back from from Captain America, Sam Wilson's Captain America, that one of the villains was Nightmare.
No.
Yeah, I mean in the book that's who he was going up against.
Oh, in the comic?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
But I mean
okay.
that won't be. I mean,
Now,
you know, I doubt that'll be a movie.
I don't know about. I thought you were trying to say something about like maybe in Captain America 4 they were going to slide Nightmare in there or whatever, and I was like, what?
No, I just don't know what other villain they would have. You know, for him to go up against, unless it's something where he's kind of like trying to. I don't know.
You know what, dude? It could be that fucking ninja guy from the ninja meme that I have that I use sometimes. Maybe that. Maybe he'll be the villain, Jeff.
Shit.
He can throw his freaking he can throw his skull can at Bucky and Sam.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So, anyways, I'll tell you what. There was more laughter right there in the last 15 seconds on the bleeding edge between me and Jeff than fucking in the entire existence of MCU Mondays ever. Like it's ever happened. Like right there. So just so we're clear, like that's where we're at, basically. So, but anyways, no, I think the villain of Captain America 4 could very well be I'm trying to think like who it could legitimately honestly be. And you know what, Jeff? Honestly, dude, you know what? I don't know, man. I can't really think of anybody off the top of my head who like makes sense at all. You know, does Zemo come back for Captain America 4? Like, is he a part of that deal? Like that whole little universe?
Well, you know, that's what I was thinking. Maybe it would be Zemo. Maybe Baron Zemo would have something because you know, at the end of Falcon Winter Soldier, you know, he blew up, or his
Yeah, yeah,
butler blew up
yeah.
the transport vehicle. So I wonder if
See, I
somebody
just
going to tie that in.
Jeff, I just think that like he's just like he has too much potential as an anti-hero as in the MCU. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To put him in another Marvel movie as the main villain. I just don't see, you know what I mean?
Well, I think Valentina will recruit him.
Well, we'll have to see. I mean,
she'll put him with U.S. agent with John Walker.
I don't know. You never know, because honestly, what Valentina's doing could be something that is actually totally different than the Thunderbolts. You know what I'm saying? Like there could be the Thunderbolts, like, you know, and Ross could come back as like the Red Hulk and shit, you know? And like, you know, and lead the Thunderbolts, or like him and Zemo could lead it together or some shit, whatever.
Boy, it'd be fucking crazy if Valentino was a fucking Skrull.
No, I'm telling you right now.
That shit would be crazy as hell.
I think that
what if they went like really, really deep and like pulled somebody from like the original Avengers movie, you know, like somebody we forgot, like Agent Sitwell, you know, or somebody like that, and you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to do something crazy like that. That's why I think Sharon Carter was definitely a Skrull.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I mean, I don't know, you know. I'm not gonna sit there. I'm not gonna honestly sit there and just be like that I don't believe you, or like that's crazy or whatever, because you know, at the end of the day, on a logical level, there has to be some characters in the MCU that are Skrulls at some point.
There's got to be some heroes that are Skrulls.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, if they're really going to go in that direction at some point, and that's like a reality, but no, like what Valentina's doing with U.S. Agent and, you know, Yelena Belova, whatever, you know, could very well be some type of like extension of Hydra, you know, and they can bring Hydra back.
Yeah, setting up some sort of rebellious outfit.
Yeah, I mean, something like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. I mean, I don't know. All I know is this. I think it's really freaking cool that they tapped Julia Louis-Dreyfus to come in and play Val.
Oh, yeah, perfect for that role, man.
Yeah,
perfect.
That was a really good move by Kevin Feige. And from what I've read and like heard, it was very amicable. Like, she wanted to be in the MCU. Which, you know, just tells you like the power, like the impact,
a lot of major actors and actresses are wanting to be part of the MCU right now.
Yeah, hell yeah, why not?
It's where the money is.
Yeah, I mean, it's where the money is. It's where the fame is. Come on now. I mean, seriously. You know, I mean,
oh yeah.
You know, I'm telling you, a long time, like way down the road in the future, way down the road, decades from now or whatever, you know, when the MCU is whatever by then, like, who knows, you know, like whatever, it's done or it's evolved or whatever it is, who knows. I think that there'll be people who will look back at now and like look back at the last 10 years of the MCU and everything and whatnot. And there'll be a discussion about the fact that the Oscars and like all the awards ceremonies and everything and whatnot snubbed Infinity War and Endgame and didn't give them shit. You know, like, Yet they fucking nominated Black Panther for like the best movie of the year. You know, look, that is fucking delusional. That's it right there. That's what I think about that. I'm telling you right now. You know, if you fucking think that Black Panther deserved a freaking Oscar for Best Picture or whatever of the year or some shit, then like, look, you know, I'm not trying to chill with you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm not down with you. You're crazy. Like, seriously. I'm gonna have a hard time finding you like, you know, genuine at that point, kind of. Or serious, take you seriously. That shit's just stupid. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, look.
Oh no, I agree.
In reality, the Black Panther movie is like a mid-tier MCU film. That's what it is. You know, it's not even a high-end MCU film. At least that's my take. Again, I'm not trying to be a dick. I love Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you right now, man. I'd give one of my nuts right now to bring back Chadwick Boseman. Straight up. You know?
Yeah.
I would too. You know, but at the same time, I mean, you know, I'll tell you right now, Jeff, I was thinking the other day, before we move on and actually like dig into Captain America 4, I was thinking the other day, wouldn't it be some shit if like Black Panther 2 actually ended up being a fucking banging ass movie?
Oh, I think it will be, man. I think they'll have to do. I mean, they're going to have to make it that way, you know, for it to take off. Because there's going to be a lot of people with that movie under a microscope, dude.
Yeah, I mean, do you really think so? I mean,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know as well as you know, just as well as I do, there will be a lot of people with that movie under a microscope.
yeah,
Just looking for something to nitpick about it.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Black Panther has that cultural impact and that cultural power, and that like, you know, like that street cred kind of like type vibe to it or whatever, to where I feel like Black Panther 2, people will be critical of it. There'll be eyes on it, but I feel like the movie will still be insulated to some extent from like real authentic criticism at the end of the day overall. You know what I'm saying? Just like in contrast to the Black Panther film, very few people were willing to come out and actually like talk about the faults of the film when it came out. You know, there was a hesitation there to criticize it. And that just has to do with where our culture's at and been at then and now. And, you know, that's a whole nother deal. But so Captain America 4 from the Deseret News. It's unclear if Sebastian Stan, who plays the Winter Soldier in the series alongside Mackie Sam Wilson, will appear in the movie. This is not believed to be the top secret project ripped by my colleague Justin Kroll that might bring Chris Evans back into the fold, according to Deadline.
Yeah, I saw something about that too. What that's talking about. Are they saying that he's coming back in as the original Captain America again?
I've heard there's been some rumors about, yeah, I don't know. There's been some weird rumors, but it says here in the article, will Sam Wilson be Captain America? And then Nate Moore, vice president of production and development for Marvel Studios, told comicbook.com in a new Phase Zero podcast episode that the new film will show us all how Sam Wilson adapts to being Captain America. In his own words, I think he's not Steve Rogers, and I think that's a good thing. Moore said on comicbook.com's Phase Zero podcast, because to me, this new Cap is Rocky. He's going to be the underdog in any situation. He's not a super soldier. He's not 100 years old. He doesn't have the Avengers. What happens with this guy who announces publicly, kind of, without the support, I'm new Captain America? What happens next? I think it's fascinating because he's a guy. He's a guy with wings and a shield, but he is a guy. So we're going to put him through the ringer and make him earn it and see what happens when he is outweighed, outclassed, out everything. What makes somebody Captain America? I'm going to argue it's not being a super soldier. And I think we're going to prove that with Mackie and Sam Wilson. That's actually very well said.
Yeah.
Now, it basically just wraps up talking about the fact that there's no actual like release date or any details or information about when this film will potentially come out. I don't know, Jeff. What do you think? If you had to guesstimate, I know this is kind of tough. Like, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but where do you think Captain America 4 fits into like what we have like going on in the MCU in terms of like Phase 4 and Phase 5?
Well, I mean, they'd obviously do it like they did Captain America Winter Soldier, right? So they would have to fit it in the run somehow. I don't know, man. I don't know how they would. It would definitely, I would assume that they would use a title like Captain America 4. I don't know how they would even do the title for it.
It's going to be called Captain America 4.
So that's the title.
No. I mean, there's going to be a title. It's going to be Captain America, yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
but it'll be the 4th movie in the franchise.
Yes, it'll be Captain America 4. Yes, it will be. Just like Spider-Man 3 is Spider-Man No Way Home.
Well, that trade that I read, that was a Captain America book that was the Captain America. It was called Captain America Take Flight. That's the only story that I've found that has Sam Wilson as Captain America, as where he used the title Captain America.
Jeff, your audio just got so fucked up all of a sudden that it sounds like you're talking to me through a goddamn wire and a tin can.
Really?
No, now you're good. You're back.
Yeah, it was probably because I was coming down the hallway. I was walking down the hallway.
All right, bro.
Coming into the living room. Yeah, I was back in the bedroom. So.
All right, I'm glad you're okay, dude. I thought for a minute there that you had downsized to the old tin can and the fucking wire. I really did.
See, that's what makes me so mad about this house, man. Is I can go in different rooms here. I need to get those Wi-Fi extenders that you use to plug in, you know, where you extend your Wi-Fi.
Hey, listen, I'm in the same boat as you. I had a bunch of people in my comment sections on some of my reaction videos criticizing my video, my reaction videos and stuff like that, because not like my part, like that I was recording myself, but the videos, the songs that I was reacting to, that I was sharing the screen with, they were messed up. Like there was some like freezing up and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And some like slow, you know, like video and stuff and whatnot. And I think, and people in the comment section said something about it, and I think that they're right. I think it's because my Wi-Fi sucks. Like we have Comcast Wi-Fi, and it sucks. Like seriously, the router's like literally less than 10 feet from me, And I tested my Wi-Fi strength one time with Lord Deathman one day, and it was like not terrible, but like bad.
We just upgraded our Wi-Fi through Xfinity here, and they sent us a new router and everything. So I've got faster Wi-Fi than what I had, but still, you have spots in the house where it comes in good and it goes out bad like that.
Well, I bought a new router, like for the house, not realizing what it was. I thought that it was like an individual type deal that I could buy I could just like set up like right here by my computers and shit or something, to boost my Wi-Fi or whatever, because I'm that stupid. I honestly did not realize it was like an actual entire modem to like replace what we already have. I mean, I don't know what the fuck was going on with me with that, man. That was like, that was not exactly a Captain America 4 level fucking like evaluation of like the equipment and shit as far as like what it actually was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I clearly am not a tech expert, but I feel you, Jeff. My next step is going to be probably to take back this modem and not change out the one we already have, so I don't think that's the issue. I'm going to go pick up some not extenders, but some boosters,
Yeah.
that I can just that I can just plug in and right here in this area and see if that does something. Because I can't be having people talking shit to me in the comment sections, man. Dude, that shit is depressing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, seriously, it's embarrassing. Like, it sucks, man. I mean, what the fuck would Captain America think? He'd be like, dude, come on now. Seriously.
I think he's going to be. I think Shield. Of course, Shield's no longer around. I think he'll be doing like a role of like maybe like a government. A government hero where
They're
he'll
gonna replace or come up with a different concept of Shield that is just like a different Shield with Sharon Carter. I guarantee you. I'll put it out there right now. Straight up. Like in the MCU at some point, maybe in phase 5 or something. The government will put Sharon Carter in charge of a new version of Shield. Straight up. I'm telling you right now. I can see it coming. We already got Sword, right? So, why wouldn't they come out with like another type of like Shield organization or something like that?
He could go up against Diamondback. They may do like another group, like the group that was in Falcon Winter Soldier. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They may use like a terrorist group like that, but a different. It could be the Hand. It could be the Hand, or it may even be a group of Kingpin's guys. I think they'll use him like a government weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll be called in to.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, Jeff. I think it's all connected. I think overall, like a lot of stuff with the MCU, I think that at the end of the day, the Captain America 4 story, the villain, the premise, the intangibles, will all be in some way, to some degree, interconnected to where we're at in the MCU at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Working as a team.
And like what leads up to that.
Right.
You know?
I don't think he could do like just a film just with Captain America like they did with Steve Rogers. You know what I mean? Because you had Steve Rogers, Captain America, primary villain, Red Skull. You don't have that.
Marvel's already figured out that like Bucky and Sam work together, like they're good together. You know?
Yes, well, I think it'll be something like they'll do what they did with the Flag Smashers.
I don't know. I've already said it before in the past, and I'll say it again. I think the coolest freaking thing that could possibly happen would be if the Russo brothers came back and directed that film. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah. And I think they will. I know it's not popular. I know a lot of people don't, but I think they will because they're fanboys just like the rest of us do.
Nah, I don't think they will.
I do.
They're done with Marvel. They're never going to come back and do anything with Marvel. If they do, it will be in some kind of like producer role or something like that or whatever. Like it won't be like directing. I just don't see it happening. But you never know, Jeff. Again, I'm not perfect, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I speculate just like you do and just like everybody does, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
I tell you though, you can tell a huge difference when you have a good director on a movie. You can tell such a difference. And I mean, the primary thing, Suicide Squad. When you look at the first Suicide Squad movie compared to this last one, man, it's like night and day.
Dude, if they were smart,
and that's straight up because of a good director.
If they were smart, they would go ahead and get a hold of GNN and get Chris from MCU Monday's number so they could get him to direct Captain America 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get him. He could do Wolfman Jack 4.
I can just imagine Chris fucking directing Captain America 4. The first day of like shooting or whatever, like starts or whatever, right? And Chris comes out and like sits down and they start shooting for like 37 minutes or whatever, and all of a sudden he's already complaining about wanting to fucking go home.
That whole thing started over a meme.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Lord. Lord, I apologize. I am so bad. I am bad. I'm telling you, folks, listen. Hey, my talents do not lie in like the straight MCU type content and whatnot that like you typically are gonna get from most like MCU content creators or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm just not that person. I can't do that kind of shit. But what I can do is like straight up fucking like, dog out and like make fun of and talk shit about some arrogant prick. You know what I'm saying? That like at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, shout out to GNN, and I've got nothing but respect and love, for everybody over there and for David and everything and whatnot. And I appreciate the opportunity they gave us over there. But at the end of the day, I think that, clearly, I think that maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody at GNN's like ability to evaluate talent or like quality of like content or whatever is like fucking delusional or something potentially, because I don't know, man. Like,
well, it's like everywhere you've got your favorites. I mean, you've got your friends and your favorites. I mean, and it's that way everywhere you go. I mean,
Look,
you know what I'm saying? Everybody's
I-
got their favorites. They're going to cover each other's ass. That's just part of the game, which is all right. I mean, it's all good.
I don't know, man. I would rather just I would rather sit in the dark and listen to Bandmade. No, I'm just playing. I'm not even gonna get started with Bandmade. No, not even going there. No, what am I? Come on now. I'm just playing. What up, fandom? What up, Bandmade fandom? Hell yeah, baby. That's right. Fucking Bandmade, that Bandmade bitch. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Not even playing. But anyways, so now that we know that Chris is going to be directing Captain America 4, maybe fucking the same directors from Captain Marvel can come in and co-direct the film with Chris. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. You know. And then they could have Chloe Zhao get in there too. She could write the script. I mean, shit, man. You know? I'm telling you.
I'm counting down the days for that movie when it's coming out on Disney Plus, January 12th, because I'm going to make sure I watch that movie. I've got to see what everybody's talking about.
What movie?
Eternals.
Oh, shit. You still haven't seen the Eternals.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, man. That's crazy. I'm telling you, dude. I can't even imagine, like, not going and seeing the Marvel films in the theaters and whatnot when they come out. I have to see them. You know, like I have to. I honestly, man, it's typically the only thing that I go to the theaters to watch is Marvel movies, you know? I might go watch Matrix 4. I don't know yet. It just depends.
I've watched Matrix Resurrections. I'm going to watch it again. I liked it.
Well, if they would have substituted Keanu Reeves for Chris from MCU Mondays in the lead acting role, it really could have been good. Now I'm overdoing it. But anyways, I'm telling you right now, I hope that fucking Chris hears this shit and like and I can't even imagine like what he'll think. I really can't. It's whatever it is, I don't even care at the end of the day. But I will tell you this though. It's a good goddamn thing for future reference that any future Chris's that pop up on the Bleeding Edge as a guest or whatever, that we're not like actually live physically like with each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll tell you right now, like in that type of like dichotomy or whatever, in that environment, Chris's experience